Hey gang, Dietrich here. So I'm just taking a little break from work to do a training video for you. This one is on the reverse hip offside and two and a half potential follow-up combinations that you could do with it if you drill these into your muscle memory. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time on the reverse hip offside itself because I think I have at least one other video on that, but I'll do a quick kind of recap on it. So a traditional offside shot, the hips will rotate from left to right if you're a right-handed fighter, and the sword kind of strikes like that. So, however, usually when you're on guard, your hips are cocked back more like this, and if you want to do that, you have to kind of cock them the other way, and people will see that as a tell. So what if you could throw an offside shot with absolutely no hip tell, just by from that cocked guard, go ahead and fire. So that's done by basically you're throwing a punch at the guy next to your opponent who's taller than him. And that keeps the sword hand high and angles the strike into your opponent. See? Okay? Now, one other thing that this does is that it shifts your weight onto your sword side, your shield side leg. So as we do this, we can follow this up with one or two potential options. If your opponent's guard is high for this, then we go into the offside Molinet. Now again, I have another video on that you can find in the links below or whatever. But so we can have one, and then your hips are cocked here. So, reverse hip offside, stab the dwarf, slam the beer. Stab the dwarf, slam the beer. All right? That's probably gonna offend someone short. Whatever. Okay, so the other option from there is simply go right from your reverse hip offside into a Molinet. This is really useful for if your opponent, if the shield kind of stays in position and just their sword comes out of the way, because then you have a pretty clear shot at that head, and it's such a quick turnover from one to the other. This is really good against a counterpunch fighter who is waiting for you to throw a shot that he's going to block into a post, because usually before he can do anything, before he can get any kind of riposte, his sword has to block that, and then you punk him in the head with that Molinet when he's getting ready to counter. So, but here's the 2.5 option here. Why stop there? When going from there to the Molinet, when you can shift through from the Molinet and do a cross cut. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So there's a couple uses for the reverse hip offside and how you can follow it up. I'll confess them with you. I don't kill that many people with reverse hip offside, but the follow-ups from that, those tend to pay pretty big dividends. You can even go from that reverse hip offside to the offside Molinet to the crucifix, which I've gone over in the past too. All right, so I hope that's helpful, and go ahead and if you have any questions, you can ask in the comments below. I'm usually pretty responsive. And let's keep getting shots in arms and getting back to normal, and look forward to seeing everybody out in the field again. Bye.